What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell for me so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want up to 12 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 12 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account. Put at least 1 penny in that account. They're going to give you up to 12 free stocks. So if you're interested in that offer, click on that link down in the description box. Open up your new Webull account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. In today's video, guys, I want to walk y'all through how I went from zero to millionaire using the cash flow quadrant. So when I was 26 years old, I found myself with zero net worth, no job, but I did have a burning desire to become a millionaire. Just didn't know how I would do it. So I started doing a little bit of research and I ran across this process of building cash flow through the cash flow quadrant. Now, the cash flow quadrant is made up of 4 phases. Phase 1 is becoming an employee. Phase 2 is becoming self-employed. Phase 3 is becoming a business owner. And then phase 4 is becoming an investor. So let me walk you through how I utilized all 4 phases of the cash flow quadrant. Back in my day, most of us who were looking to create income, we went to work for somebody. Now, I know in today's world, a lot of people don't like that job status. But let me tell you this, guys. Sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do in order to be able to afford to do what you really want to do. So getting a job is not a bad start, especially if you don't have any other skill set to create income. That is the first phase of the cash flow quadrant. You have to get a job. You have to develop a primary income. Along with getting a job and developing that primary income is where you would also start building your credit, right? You start building your credit through perhaps going out, getting a secured credit card, using that card, and then paying it off in full every single month. And that starts building your credit history. Because at some point, you're going to probably want to buy some real estate, whether it be for you to live in as a primary residence or whether to buy it for income. And we're going to talk about that a little later when we get to the phase 4, which is the investor. But this is where you want to start building that credit, guys, and understanding how important credit is in phase 1 of the cash flow quadrant. At 26 years old, my entry-level job as a banker, I was making $30,000 a year, which is probably equivalent to today's money of $50,000 a year. But guess what I did? Exactly what I'm telling you guys. I lived on half of what I made. That was the key for me because I knew, even though I didn't know anything about creating wealth at that time, I also knew the only way I would be able to have a chance to create wealth is if I earned, but I kept some of that money. And that is phase 1, guys, of the cash flow quadrant. Getting a job and or a primary income and starting to build your credit. Now let's move on to number 2, which is self-employment. During my 25 years as a banker, I started developing these side hustles. Flipping luxury watches online. I started buying real estate for income. I started eBay stores where I would buy stuff online and resell it online for profit. All of those things were side hustles or self-employment. See, as a self-employed individual, in most cases, we're not truly a formalized business yet. Well, at least for me, I wasn't. I didn't have an LLC established. I didn't have an EIN established. I didn't have any of that stuff done. I didn't have a CPA doing my books for none of that. I was just a self-employed guy making side hustle money. See, the number one tool to building wealth, guys, is income. And then how much of that income you keep, and then how much of that income you invest. That is the number one key to building wealth. And I knew that. So in phase 2, when I was self-employed, I would take that side hustle money, like I said, and I would put it into assets so it could multiply itself. I would tell you the same thing, guys. Hey, always have multiple streams of income. So even though when you're in phase 1, you get that job, that primary income, you're living on half of it, you're starting to build your credit. Then when you go to that cash flow quadrant phase 2, which is self-employment, keep that primary job. Don't get rid of it, keep it. None of us work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, guys. None of us do. So keep that job, but those side hustles, that self-employment, you can start doing things like DoorDash. You can do Uber. You can go online and start building out a business. Whatever you want to do, guys, to create side hustle income, you can do it, right? There's plenty of opportunity out here to do. I got several videos on the YouTube channel that walk you guys through how to create these side hustles, right? Let's move on to phase 3, which is business owner. Now, this one I skipped, right? But I did come back to eventually be a business owner, but I skipped that in my process. So I went from job, and then I went to phase 2, which is self-employment, and then I skipped business. But I don't want you guys to skip business, right? So let me walk you through, as a business owner, what that will do for you. So as a business owner, and let me back up. I can talk and speak to that, guys, because I was a commercial banker for 25 years. I worked with hundreds and hundreds of business owners who had full businesses. I helped fund their businesses for growth. I helped them buy real estate for their businesses. So I know exactly how to open, build, and scale a business because I've been in banking for 25 years, and that's predominantly what I help clients do. So I can speak on this. So a business does what for you? It multiplies you. It multiplies your efforts. See, when I'm a business owner and I hire 3 or 4 people, guess what those 3 or 4 people are there to do? Multiply my efforts, right? See, when you're a business owner, you got to start thinking about working on the business, not in the business. And that's where a lot of us get stuck as small business owners because we never get out of the mentality of an employee inside our own business. If you're the owner of the business, you should be out driving business to your business. You should have people inside of that business that work in the business, right? You should be doing the big picture stuff. You should be out marketing, meeting people, driving traffic to your business. And then you should have people inside of that business that actually fulfill the product or service or whatever your business does on a day-to-day basis, not you. Now, nothing wrong with starting out that way, but the goal would be to get yourself to a point where you're working on the business, not in the business, and scaling the business. See, because being a business owner can provide a lot of cash flow for you guys, which is going to be much needed when we get to phase 4, which is the investor phase. So being a business owner, you got to be smart though. You can't work in the business the whole time. You got to figure out a way to work on the business. You hire people so you can multiply your efforts, right? If I'm a business owner and I'm successful at something, my goal is to multiply myself as many times as I can by hiring really good, talented people who can run that business for me and make it profitable without me being there. That's the goal. The goal is I want my business to create cash flow without me doing anything. That's where you know you've built a really good, successful business. And then you got some choices. When you do that, you can either keep that business and continue to get the cash flow from it, or you can sell that business to someone else. And guess what? You get a big old nice golden parachute. And all that means is you get a big payday. Let's move on to phase number 4, which is investor. And that's where I'm at today, guys. I'm in a position where I actually am a business owner / investor. Remember I said I skipped the business, but I eventually came back to it. That's where I'm at today. So I'm a business owner, but I also am an investor. And I really consider myself an investor over a business owner right now. I got a small business, RF Financial Consulting. It does extremely well, and it's all predicated and wrapped around social media platforms and the YouTube channel and affiliate marketing and one-on-one coaching and mentoring, but it does extremely well, right? And the bulk of that income really does not come from me actually doing a whole lot. Bulk of the income really comes from residual income from the YouTube videos, and it also comes from the affiliate marketing, which I really do nothing but place ads and place affiliate links, and the income rolls in. So most of my time is spent being an investor, looking for opportunities to continue to multiply my wealth through the stock market, through real estate for income, right? Through investing in other businesses. Right now, I'm talking to one of my best friends. He's thinking about a couple of businesses in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I'm going to be an investor in some of those businesses. That's where you get to, guys, when you go through the phases of the cash flow quadrant and you get to investor. See, as an investor, you want to be able to do what? Create passive income. My goal is to continue building assets to continue to create passive income so that I have a choice when I get up in the morning if I want to go to work, or if I want to do a one-on-one call, if I want to make a video. I don't have to do any of that stuff if I don't want to. Why? Because I'm an investor who has built assets that has created passive income that can take care of my financial needs. And ultimately, at the end of the day, guys, that's where you want to end up. You want to end up as an investor who has created assets and continue to create assets that generate passive income that take care of you, so that you have all the choices, so that you own 100% of your time, so that you own 100% of your financial destiny. You control all of that, but you only control that if you have assets that generate enough passive income to take care of you. And that's what the cash flow quadrant is all about. Those 4 phases we talked about. It's all about getting you to the point where you control 100% of your time. You control your own financial destiny. Drop me some comments, guys, and let me know what you think about the cash flow quadrant. And where are you right now in that cash flow quadrant? Employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. If you want those 12 free stocks from Webull, click on that Webull link down in the description box, man. I don't know what you're waiting on. You're going to get up to 12 free stocks, and you're going to get a world-class self-directed brokerage app in Webull. So if you want it, guys, click on that offer, go get that free stock, go get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.